Oh, good morning, guys. Mr. Diggyhead here, back at it again. On my way to school for the day. Today's my long day. It's been kind of a shit morning, I guess. Bunch of stuff that was supposed to be easy is getting more and more complicated as I try to pursue certain things. And that's kind of shitty. But we'll get it all handled. I wonder what the crap they're doing. Can't look that way, it's too damn bright. But woo, this last week, how's everybody's Memorial Day weekend, or Labor Day weekend, excuse me. How's everybody's Labor Day weekend? I had a pretty good time. Went up with a buddy, he has a limited entry elk tag. So we went up there and chased some elk around. Coolest thing ever, in my opinion, I guess. First time it's ever happened to me, but we're sitting there hiking through the slope. We got up around 4:30. Started hiking around 5:30. No, around 6. Yeah, we started hiking around like 5:36, somewhere in there, right? And so anyway, we get down to this slope and we're sitting there we've been listening for bugles all morning, trying to figure out what's going on, our next move and all that. And really, our next move is, if we hear bugles, is to just dive into this canyon. It's not a very fun dive. It's very steep, and yeah, so we're trying to figure out if it's going to be worth it or not. Listen for any sign that we can hear down there. And all of a sudden we're sitting there trying to contemplate, whispering back and forth, and I'm pulling my camera out because my whole goal of being up there is I'm trying to video this whole hunt, get some more experience doing all that. And then when we kill an animal, you know, I'm there to be a pack mule on top of everything. So anyway, I'm getting the camera out, and I shit you not, less than like 30 seconds. Well, thanks for not whipping around. Like, if I had 10 seconds, probably more of warning. So all of a sudden I just hear this crashing through the woods. Literally like coming at us. Ooh, slow down a bit there. Crashing through the woods, coming at us. And all of a sudden I'm like, what the F is that? I'm trying to grab my camera, and all of a sudden I look up, here comes this elk just charging through the woods like 10 feet from us. Threw a stick at it. Easy. Goes charging by, and all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, it's game time. And so this elk goes charging by, and right up, I didn't even see them because I was too busy trying to get my camera ready and all that. My buddy points out, he's the hunter, he points out three other bull elk just walking along the slope, probably about 60 yards from us, maybe 70. So we try to put a stalk on them. So we have a third guy with us, another friend. He just sits there because that's just too many people trying to stalk an elk. I'm there to video it. So we try, and then the other guy, my other buddy's hunting, is the actual hunter. And anyway, so we try to put a stalk on it, and my one buddy, the hunter, he's good in the woods, he's fast. So I'm trying to give him ample space so I don't ruin his stalk. But on top of that, you know, stay close enough so I can get him in film. But I ended up losing him. Walked back. He chased the elk for probably at least half a mile through the woods. He comes back a little while later. Just couldn't keep up with him. And then if I had my buck tag, which I haven't gotten it yet, that's a whole nother shit show that I'm dealing with. If I had my buck tag, I could have slayed a nice 4-point. Nice 4x4, probably about 60 yards. Actually, it was like pretty much exactly 60 yards, because after the buck left, my other buddy pulled out his rangefinder. The tree is standing right next to 60 yards exactly. And I have a 60 pin. So yeah, would have been a good day if we would have been able to do that. But whatever. We decided to hike back out. Some other things happened. We had to come off the mountain Sunday. But it was a good time, you know. I mean, if you have any inclination to go hike and try and get back into the deeper stuff, you know, do it safely. I mean, I've got my ass lost in the woods, and it's scary. Especially at night, which I got lost at night. That was really scary, but, you know, if you have any inclination, do it. You know, it sucks waking up early, it sucks doing all that, but when you get back into some places that people rarely go, and see some of the things that people rarely see, it makes everything worth it. Don't recommend, if you can do it, go do it. Get out, get some hiking in, even if you stay on just solidly marked trails. you know, there's some beautiful country out there. I recommend that. But, you know, so we bailed off the mountain, which I guess kind of worked out because we were all exhausted. The first night we were up there, we just sat there bullshitting till like 2:30 in the morning. We had to get up 2 hours later. And then the second night we stayed up late, and so I think both nights together we got about 5 hours of sleep, which isn't the most fun, honestly. You do it, just get exhausted. They've been working on this stretch of road in that subdivision for I feel like 2 years now at least. Especially the road. They keep changing the road. But whatever. But yeah, it was really fun. The next day, hung out, went axe throwing. Never done that before. That was a good time. You'd not think something as simple as throwing an axe at a piece of wood would be so much fun. But it's super fun. If you're in the Utah area, I highly recommend you check out. It's called Axe Arena. It's over by, I think it's Fashion Place Mall. I can't keep track of the malls. But it's the mall right off of I-215 and about 6200 South. It's actually, it's over there. This is a pretty cool little place. I highly recommend it. That was a lot of fun to go do Axe Arena. Oh, today, back to the grind today. Oh. Oh, and other news. You know, I need to do a review of my Street Fighter before I sell it, because I'm actually thinking of selling it, honestly. You know, I love this bike. I mean, anyone gets a chance to ride a Street Fighter, I highly recommend it. I really do. It's a really great bike in so many ways. But, you know, I mean, I'm 6'7", and 260 pounds, and the weight's not really a problem, but my inseam is. So I also ride on like the balls of my feet. I don't know, just over time, it's just, with the type of riding I do, I don't really need something that's just raw performance oriented, you know. I want something that's more comfort oriented and still can perform, you know. So I kind of want my cake and eat it too. And I'd say the Street Fighter's, well, not only is it naked, but it's a naked, more comfortable super bike. We back, boys. Woo! Huh. All right. What's up, guys? I'm back. I think 50 should be quiet enough to where you can still hear everything. But, so anyway, like I was saying on the freeway, which I doubt you guys see, I saw one of the specialty, you know, small brew coffee companies or whatever, right? And so it got me thinking, like, you know, hipsters, for as cringy as they may have been with a lot of stuff, you know, they did a lot for us as a society that I feel like we kind of take for granted, I guess. I don't know. The whole joke about them, you know, I knew about this before, and I don't drink full, I don't drink small growth coffee that was smashed together by some old monk in Peru or something, I don't know, right? But, I mean, before that, you'd go to a coffee store and your options were probably like 5 brands. You had Starbucks, Euban, Folgers, and Maxwell House. Maybe like one other, you know, there were the big brands that most people drink. But now, I mean, with the rise of, and then beer, same way, you know. If you're in the right place, you can get good beer. Otherwise, if you were in the wrong place, most likely you're drinking piss water. I'm talking at you, Coors Light. I'll drink Coors Light. You know why? This shit'll keep you hydrated. You don't need to worry about getting dehydrated. Just keep you hydrated. But that's most light beer, especially in Utah. Utah light beer is really bad. But, so anyway. You know, so with their whole, like, oh, small this and microbrew that, and, you know, they gave opportunity for a lot of people to explore a market, and you know, small brew beering, you know, micro brews and craft beers and craft coffee and all these different craft, you know, gave opportunity for us as consumers to not only get better and different products, yeah, they come at a premium, that's understandable, but to get better and different products to consume. And then on top of that, it gave small business owners, people, opportunity to build small businesses, which employ people. Don't come in my lane, please. Which gave, you know, small business opportunity to employ people. So by showing that there was a market for something, and then bringing it mainstream, which is the whole anti-hipster thing, you know, mainstream things are bad or whatever, right? I don't know. I don't really know hipsters. But, and then, you know, and then look at the beard too on top of it. I'm sorry, but in my humble opinion, the hipsters are what brought the beard back. You know, there's always been people that rock beards, you know, but the hipsters are what really brought it back. And that, you know, you can thank the hipsters for bringing the beard back and making it so mainstream to where it's becoming more and more accepted, to where you can have full beards in professional environments. Please don't get over. You kind of look like you were threatening to get over. You can have a beard in a professional environment. Whereas before, it was a mustache or clean shaven. And nobody wants a mustache. Just unless you have some epic mustache. Like I got a buddy that his mustache is pretty sick. It comes out, it curls, he styles, you know, that's chill. But if you just have a regular creeper stash, just shave it off. Just go clean shaven. Dude, do you guys think this guy was a Marine? I think he used to be a Marine, guys. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think you have to have 5 Marine stickers to be considered an ex-Marine. Not 3, I think you have to have 5. He used to be a Marine, guys. No, yeah, I make fun of him because I got Marine buddies. I was in the Navy and all that, you know. We all know what Marine stands for. My ass rides in Navy equipment. But I make fun of them, but they have, like, their pride in their own service is just amazing. You can't, I mean, it's hard to hate on that, you know, their pride in, maybe, you know, some people call it brainwashing. Go? Thank you. Thank you. Now I have to wait. Idiot. You know, some people might call it brainwash, but their pride in their service is amazing. And I give them credit for that. And they do some of the shit things that, yeah, you know, at least you signaled eventually. Halfway through the merge, signal. You know, I've got respect for all services, except for the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard's not a military branch. We all know this. But yeah, guys. Oh, and another thing, side note, PPS or whatever, you know. Another reason for a new bike is I really want heated grips and cruise control. It just sounds amazing. And if you want a sport bike with heated grips and cruise control standard, the S1000RR is probably something to look into. But yeah, that's probably it for me. I gotta pull up to school here in a few minutes and get edumacated for the day. Miss Diggy head out.